All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, and others a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Big Shalom to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man. Shalom. All right, it's in the spirit. We just gonna go with the flow on this one, man. Right? Let's see. Let's see where I want to go, man. Start at Matthew chapter 24, right? It says the parable of 25, the parable of 10 virgins, right? Verse 1, it says, Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom, right? The bridegroom, who is the bridegroom? Yahweh Shai, man. Right? The word husband, right, goes into husbandry, right, to till the land, right? Right? Woman, in the case of reproduction, would be the earth, right? Right? And the husbandman, right? He would till the land. You know what I mean? He would get the land right, seeds down. You know what I'm saying? He'll put everything down that he needs to make the crops go. Okay? To bring forth fruit, yield seed, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? To reap the harvest. Right? It says 5 of them were wise and 5 of them was foolish. Right? So half are wise, half are foolish, man. Right? Foolishness, man. Right? It says, They that were foolish took the lamps with no oil in them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. Right? So the oil was given to the wise, man. It was given to the wise, man. Right? It was given to the elect. Right? The oil took the people took the oil, man. The wise virgins, the 5 wise virgins took the oil, man, of the Lord, man. Right? They kept his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and par down pat. You know what I'm saying? They took the whole armor of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it says, um, skip the page. It says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept, right? And at midnight, right? The day of the Lord, right? Midnight, day of the Lord, right? Doomsday clock. The doomsday clock is about 85 seconds to midnight, man. You know what I mean? 85 seconds to midnight, right? Um, it says, and at midnight there was a cry, and behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him. And all the virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. Now, right, the virgins that did trim their lamps, right, with the oil in, they were good, right? Those oils, right, was the spirit of the Lord, man, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, the spirit of prophecy, man. They kept the commandments, they kept the law, statutes, right? They had the faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, most importantly. You know what I'm saying? They could show their works by their faith. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It said, then verse 7, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, and the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone. So now the unwise virgins, they didn't get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in its properness, in its correction. You know what I'm saying? They chose to do otherwise. They bullshitted, man. They forgot some shit, right? They wasn't truly in tune. They wasn't truly down with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai properly, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Verse 9 it says, But the wise answered, saying, Not so, right? Not so. Lest there be not enough for us and you. Go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves, man. Right? So it's like basically what this is, famine on the word, bro. Famine on the word. Right? Which makes me think of Amos chapter 8 and 11. Right? It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shemel Shai power, that I will send a famine in the land, um, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So hey, man, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna hear the words of the Lord, man. Right? Right, in that day, right, it's gonna be all hell break loose, man. Right? Ain't no time to be sitting on my highways and byways and teaching, man. Right? This straight death walking around. Right? The plagues is walking around this place, man. You know what I mean? Right? Right, verse 12 it says, they shall wander from sea to sea, from north even to the east, and shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. Right? So they ain't get their oil in time, man. Right? These people ain't get their fucking oil, man. Right? Which is gonna cause them to what? Right? I'm gonna read that part again. Right? Matthew 25, I believe it's um, verse 9. It says, but the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. Go ye rather, right, to them that sell and buy for yourselves, man. Right? Right? You gotta go get it for yourself. Wandering to and fro, right? Fainting, right? Hold on. I'm gonna keep reading though. Amos 8, right? Amos 8. Let's see. Right? It says, verse 13. It says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. So hey, they gonna be really wishing and desiring that they had that oil, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna faint for thirst. They're gonna faint for a lack of hearing these words, man. Right? Right? They're gonna faint for all that, man. You know what I'm saying? You damn mosquitoes, buddy, jacking me up. Leave me alone, man. Please. God. Right? But I'm gonna keep saying, right? In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, right? This is like water, man. The scriptures is considered unto being water, man. That water and bread of life, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai, not Christianity, right? Not all this bullshit our people got going on out here, man. Like, ain't none of that good, man. Ain't none of that's good, bro. That's not it. You know what I mean? It's not it. Right? Right? And then the people said, not so. Right? Not so. Where it makes me think the um, roof of my mouth. Roof of that mouth. Please. Uh, let's see. Give me a minute. Damn, mosquito. What the fuck wrong with y'all, man? Y'all attacking me, bro. Mm-hmm. Right. Damn, bro. Ezekiel 3 and 26. Right. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. Right. It says somebody just got shot around the corner, bro. It says, and I will make thy tongue cleave unto the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and thou shalt not be a reprover for they are a rebellious house. Right? They are a rebellious house. You know what I'm saying? Jacob is rebellious, bro. Right? A rebellious people, man. Somebody got lit up over there, bro. Jake out here tripping on each other, man. That's the curses. Um, they having a mean ass shootout. Rebellious house. That's Isaiah chapter 1, right? And 2. It says, "Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken, and I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me." Right? That's our people, man. Right? Our people are a rebellious house, man. Right? They are very rebellious children against the Lord, man. Verse 3 says, "The ox knoweth his owner, and his ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers," man. The seed of evildoers, right? Those will be the 2/3, man. Right? Ultimately, we all went off at one point in time, right? But hey, we are a seed of evildoers, man. Right? We did wickedly in the sight of the Lord, man. Right? Which caused us all to go into captivity, man. Right? He told Jeremiah, "Even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage." You know what I'm saying? Right? It says, right? It says, "But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider a sinful nation, people laden with iniquity, evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord and provoked the Holy One of Yashar'Allah to anger. They have gone away backward." Right? It says, "Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more." Right? The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. Right? Our people are fucked up out here, man. Rebellious. They don't want to get right. When they hear the wisdom of the Lord, right? They are constantly at odds, right? They are at odds with the Lord's statutes and commandments. They are at odds with serving the proper God, right? The true and only living God, other than fucking Caesar, right? They'd rather worship Caesar than their own God, bro. Right? Right? These same people that said, "Give us Barabbas," bro. I'm getting swarmed by mosquitoes, bro. It's like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? It says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head there is no soundness in it, but wounds, right? Bruises, right? Putrefying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment, right? So our people is steadily in a dead state, bro. But the election, right? It's about the election, right? Romans 11, right? Romans 11, right? Romans 11 and 7, right? Right? It says, "What then? Hath Israel not obtained that which he seeketh for?" It says, "But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded," man. The rest of these Israelites were blinded from the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. They can't see or hear. They hear the message, man. They can't get this oil, man. Right? Right? They may believe in the scriptures, right? They bring their lamp, right? Right? But they calling on another deity, man. Right? They calling on another God, man. You know what I'm saying? They calling on everything that is not righteous, man. You know what I mean? They doing everything that's unfulfilling to, right, to the eyes of the Lord, bro. Right? It's verse 8. As it is written, according as it is written, Yahweh Shem Yahushai have given them a spirit of slumber, that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day, right? Unto this very day. So our people out here fucked up to this very day, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? They out here fucked up to this very day, man. No wonder I'm getting attacked by birds. This is a swarm right here, god damn it. So, oh, shit. Hey, go ahead, bro. It says, and David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap, right? So the table that you prepared is prepared in wickedness, man. Idolatry. You got pork on the table, like crabs, lobsters, man. You got all that bullshit, man. You got a seafood boil at the table, man. Right? That's gonna be a snare and a trap to you, man. Right? Right? That's a straight up snare, man. And all these abominable foods is your doctrines, man. You got horrid wine, right? You got all these detestable things on here. You know what I'm saying? Right? Y'all Bashim y'all Shabbat in the chat. Right? You got all these detestable things in the sight of the Lord here, abomination, right? Right? False balances, right? Entirely, totally different doctrines than the 100% truth, right? You know what I'm saying? You got everything that is evil, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything, man. Right? Everything that's completely wicked, man. You just pulled up on me like sheep. Watch out, man. Right? Um, it says a trap and a stumbling block. Watch out, little bro. Watch out. Right? A trap and a stumbling block. Right? And a recompense unto them, man. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back all way. Right? So, right, basically, they've been putting a curse on these people to have them, 2/3, to have them bow down to the slaughter, man. Because what? They ain't the house of David for real, for real. They the house of fucking Saul. You know what I'm saying? They the house of Saul, bro. Right? Saul did wickedly and got punished for it. And so, so will our people. Man. So will our people, right, be punished for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? It says, then they have they stumbled and they should fall. It says, how Bahashim Yahushai forbid, rather through their fall salvation is come unto the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy, right? That's for us, man. That's for the election, man. The election, bro. Right? Those who seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua properly, man. And it's upmostness, man. You know what I mean? All right. It says, let me go to right, elect, right? The word elect, right? Um, let's see. It's Romans 8:33. I'm gonna go to interlinear concordance on it, right? For the word elect, right? It says
G 1588 eklektos.
I'm gonna play it again.
Strong's G 1588 eklektos. Eklektos.
Elect us, right? The election, right? It says picked out, chosen by the Most High, chosen to obtain salvation through Hamashiach, right? Right? Servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are called the chosen or elect of the Most High, right? 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 The Messiah is called elect as appointed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua to most exalted office, right? So the Lord's going to be what? The top. He's going to be the King of all kings, right? He's going to be the leader of all the galaxy, all the world, all the universe. You know what I'm saying? Right? He's the exalted one, right? It says choice, select, best of its kind or class, right? So the elect is the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? The elect is the best of the best, man. Right? Ain't nothing better than that. Right? Ain't nothing better than that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get nothing better than the elect. Okay. Right? It says apply to certain individuals, right? It's only for a remnant, right? Right? A remnant. Right? A remnant. Boom. Right? Romans 11:5. It says, even so, then at this time, this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. right? There's a remnant, right? So the election shall be saved, right? Right. That's who's going to it's going to be, right? Right, right, right. On Revelation 12:17, it says, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, right? The woman, Israel, right, which went to make war with the remnant of her seed, right? The Israelites, right, which keep the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, man. All right, right. We got the testimony. We try to keep the commandments. We got the faith, man. Right. That would be the elect, the remnant, bro. Right. Let's see. Right. Damn, bro. Right. It says the remnant. I'm gonna go to the word remnant. Right. Let's see. These motherfuckers is trying to get with me. Leave me alone. Right.
Strong's G 3062. Loipas. Loipas.
Like pots. Right. Virginia mosquitoes, bro. This is why I hate the South, bro. Right. Like posh. It says remaining the rest. Right. Right. Remember, 2/3 as per Zechariah chapter 13:8 is gonna be cut off and die. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it out here, man. Right? It says, well, rest of any number or class under consideration. Right? The Lord is considering us, man. Right? We are the considered ones. I don't want to write this out. We be the elect. Right? We are the considering ones, man. You know what I'm saying? The rest of things that remain, right? The rest of things that remain, bro. The remnant, right? Right? Which remains, other things, residue, right? Others, rest, remnant. Okay? Right? So we get the picture on that now. Right? I'm gonna go to remnant shall be. Right? Zephaniah 3:13, it says, the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth, for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. Right? So the remnant, right? The election, bro. We're not gonna be afraid. We're gonna go to our homeland, man. Right? We're gonna be made immortal, bro, through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right. Right, we're gonna be doing great, man. We're gonna be having a good time with the Lord, right? Because we in what, eternal righteousness, right? And we got eternal salvation and immortality, man. Eternal life and invincibility and the powers over the elements, man. And the powers over the nations, man. So that's gonna be a great thing, you know what I mean? Right? Um, let's see, right? Um, going to the Apocrypha, right? Going to the Apocrypha right there. The second Ezra, I believe, is 9. Right? Second Ezra's 9. They attacking you too, boy. They just love us. Right? Um, 9. Second Ezra's 9, chapter 9, and let's see. Right? 15, it says, I have said, therefore, do now select. 13, right? It says, therefore, be not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, who the world is, for whom the world is created, right? You know what I'm saying? The world was created for us, right? The world was created for the many Yahweh Shem Shai, all right? Right? Forever, man. You know what I'm saying? But through our disobedience, we've been led into captivity, man, right? But in the meantime, we gonna do this work. We're gonna get this word out, and we're gonna believe on the names of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And make our calling and election sure. You feel me? Right? So, hey, hopefully that was an edifying lesson, right? Quick little snap. Now, I've been on TikTok, right? Right? Fully, right? I stopped YouTube, but I keep getting blocked and banned, right? So I'm gonna be back on YouTube, man. All right. So, right, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Bahakadash. Right. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, rule well, teach well. Big shalom to the hopefully elect out there, man, pushing his word in truth and sincerity, man. Shalom.